Well, I'll while I'm trying to get this to work anyway, let me talk you through Euromic and why we're a little bit different. And thank you for having me here today, Natalie. I mean, Euromic is very unique in this space. A lot of people have heard of Euromic. They know about Euromic, but they don't know exactly what Euromic is and why we're unique. And the reason that we're unique is that in this space, typically there is representation models, there is franchisee models, but Euromic is none of those. Our technical term on our proper name is that we are a non-profit member-owned association of DMCs. So what that means is that we're non-profit, and a lot of people say, well, how does that work? How can you be non-profit as an association? Well, it's quite simple, really, because what we are is a member of an association of DMCs. The members pay a membership fee to be part of the association, and we then use those funds to market and promote our DMCs to the global mice industry. How is that different? Well, one of the main reasons that we're different is because there's no commercial model over and above the membership fee that our members pay. So they pay to become a member of Euromic, and we then promote them to the global mice industry. Founded in 1973. Are you seeing my screen yet, by any chance?
Yep. Yes. It's not really full screen, but Great. It's full screen enough. It works.
It's full screen enough. I do apologize for this. I'm not too sure why technology is letting us down today, but anyway, it is. So founded in 1973, Euromic was initially founded by a group of tour operators that when incentive travel started, which was in the early 70s, a bunch of tour operators, a group of tour operators wanted to differentiate themselves from the normal tour operators who were doing things in the market. And legend has it that one of our co-founders, Tom Risbecker, actually founded or came up with the name Destination Management Company because they wanted to differentiate themselves. So as I say, legend has it that Euromic actually came up with the term DMC right in the beginning. And our sole mission in life is to promote and share and get people to know about the members in our association. 50 members, all independently owned and operated DMCs around the world. But I think it's most probably best if this video is going to work, and hopefully it will. Pictures always speak louder than words, so I'll just play a short video, if I may, that introduces Euromic nicely. And that's the crowd that you can see there. As I said, 50 independently owned and operated DMCs. We're very protective of the brand, and we're very proud of the DMCs that are in the network. And you can see here, this is a list of our DMCs that are part of our association. One of the things that a lot of people think or have a misconception about is that because of the name Euromic, that we are only European, which is not true. We are European heavy. We have 24 DMCs in Europe. We have 4 in the Middle East, 9 in Asia, 7 in Africa, 6 in Latin America, and 1 in the Caribbean, and then 1 in North America. So we're truly a global association. We're growing all the time. We're very, very protective of the brand and who we allow to become members of Euromic. One of the luxuries that we have as a non-profit association is that we can be very picky and selective about who we allow into the association. You'll notice in the video, it says that all of our video members have a proven track record of service delivery. And that's most probably the biggest criteria or the most important criteria when we're considering membership of Euromic. All of our members have to have a proven track record of delivery in their destination before they're allowed to become a member of Euromic. Just to give you an indication of our spread and where we are, as I say, in Europe, 24 members. We have Blagos DMC that handles and looks after Austria and Hungary. We have a fantastic DMC, the Baltic Travel Group, BTG, in the Baltic States that are looking after Lithuania, Latvia, and Estonia. A very new and exciting DMC that has joined us recently, the Insight Events in Bulgaria. The very well-established team of Daniel Marusic in Croatia from DT Croatia. Drakos DMC, a very, very well-established DMC, looks after Greece and Cyprus. We have First United in Denmark, and they'll also help out in certain parts of Scandinavia too. One of the founding members of Euromic, Holt DMC France, based in Paris, but also looks after the whole of France. The wonderful Michael Cater and his team from CTI in Germany. Casual Travel, who look after Ireland, the UK, England, Scotland, and Wales. And then, of course, Iceland Atlantic DMC, which you should all know, one of the biggest brands, most probably one of the longest, most established DMCs in Iceland. Italy, again, Gastaldi, who are part of a much bigger consortium and conglomeration, but a family-owned business and very, very tried and tested in Italy. SIT Malta, the wonderful team at Talas Montenegro, Talas M, and of course Andreas and Alexandra from Delta Amsterdam in the Netherlands. Some of you might have heard of Mazurkas in Poland, multiple award-winning DMC, not to mention Portugal Travel Team in Portugal. We have Paloma Tours in Romania, Spanish Heritage in Spain, Victor Canizares and his team, the wonderful Maya from DT Slovenia, Swiss Motivational Travel in Switzerland, and of course, many of you might know Hassan Dinch and his team from ODS in Turkey. In Asia, we have quite a big footprint in the relevant destinations. So some of you might know Gunther Hummelein from Destination China, who is also in Singapore. Some of you will know Rajiv from Creative Travel in India. DMC Japan by K&T in Japan, and the wonderful Royce Wong and her team in Malaysia, who are very dynamic DMC. Rajiv and his team also look after the Maldives, so we cover the Indian Ocean Islands as well. We've got South Korea with Channel K, and Taiwan Look and Jason Ye and his team, and of course the very, very well-known CDM Thailand in Thailand. In Africa, we've got a good footprint as well. In North Africa, many of you will know Karim El Minabawi from Emiko Travel, who looks after Egypt, but also in the UAE. Then we have a good footprint in Kenya and Tanzania with Green Inspirations DMC. A fantastic young team in Hello Islands DMC in Mauritius. So if you're looking at going to Mauritius, they really were one of the groundbreaking DMCs in Mauritius to put all of the products together. Morocco, which is always exciting, under new management recently, but the wonderful S Tours, very well established. And of course, Daryl and Heidi from Walters DBS in South Africa, who are very, very experienced DMCs. And then finally, we have Wim Radouani, who is in Tunisia, which is a very different destination, but a very, very well-established DMC in Tunisia. Latin America, our footprint is growing and we're having more members regularly asking about joining about membership. We have ATP, Marina Begg and her company in Argentina. Many of you will know Wichita from ECO, Destination Management Services in Aruba. Anna Nagy, who's been in the industry for many, many, many years in Brazil. Mark Glatany, who is a very, very exciting DMC in Colombia. And we have most probably what I would say our most sustainably minded DMC in the Premio team in Costa Rica, who do some of the coolest and funnest things relating to what they can do in the jungle in Costa Rica. We're also in the Middle East and in Jordan and in Israel and the Arab Emirates. So if you're thinking of Abu Dhabi or Dubai or any of those destinations, Emico have a really good footprint there. And we're now expanding out into Saudi Arabia as well. Karma House, our DMC in Jordan, is being asked to run more and more programs and operate in Saudi Arabia. So that's a new destination for us. And then finally, we have a footprint in North America as well. We're very proud to have one of the largest privately owned DMCs in North America in the name of Hello Destination Management. The wonderful Paul Mears and his fantastic organization that have offices in 14 cities across the US. Fantastic team and an amazing DMC in North America. So as you can see, truly global organization footprint. It's growing all the time. But as I mentioned, we're in a very envious position in that we don't just take members for the sake of taking members. We have to make sure that they're right for the association. We're very protective of the brand, as I mentioned earlier, to make sure that we have only the best DMCs. The whole idea behind our association and why we're so strict on who we allow into the association is for a number of reasons. We see it as a seal of quality. All of our DMCs have to meet stringent criteria before they're allowed to become a member. We know that the association derives its brand value from the members that we have. 9 out of 10 times entry into our association is actually through invitation. We know who the big players are in a specific destination, and we invite them to become members of Euromic. I'm very pleased to say that we have a large portion of female ownership in Euromic. We did a recent survey, and over 75% of our members have significant female ownership in their DMCs, which is great. And to give you an idea, the average age of our DMCs, as I said, all well established, all been in the industry for many, many years, is 33 years. So you won't find a DMC in Euromic that is a couple of years old. They've all been around the block, as I like to say, but they're all very well established and experienced businesses. One stat that I like to throw out there quite a lot is that we actually started the COVID pandemic with 50 DMCs, and we ended the pandemic with 50 DMCs. So I think that's testament to the quality of members that we have. Also very proud to say that in Mexico, in Tulum at the Site Global Conference last month, we picked up yet another Site Crystal Award. So collectively, we have 29 Site Crystal Awards now, more than any other association. I think we also have more Site presidents in our association than any other DMC association as well. So we have Karim El Minabawi, we had Tassa Papas, we had Rajiv Kohli for 2 terms, and we have Hassan Dinch, who will be a future site president. So we're very proud of that. And all of our members, part of their requirement of membership is that they are members of other industry bodies and that their staff are accredited with the required industry qualifications to be experts in what they do. Also, an initiative by Euromic is sustainability, which is very, very important, and not because it's a buzzword, but actually because it's the right thing to do. And we partnered with an organization called Biosphere to help our members get sustainably accredited. When we were looking at sustainable accreditations, we partnered with Biosphere for a number of reasons, but one of them, and the main one, is that they look at the 17 SDGs holistically, and they help our members get certified. We are the only association that currently has having a sustainable accreditation a requirement of membership. So all of our members have to have a sustainable accreditation. Some of them are working towards that, but they have to be on the path of getting sustainably accredited. I always direct everyone to our website as well. Have a look at our website, euromic.com, because it's got a lot of information. We're constantly blogging articles and doing things about new destinations. If you have a look on our website, we have a blog post news page, and we're constantly posting new and interesting hotel openings, venues, destination options, and what our DMCs recommend. So if you're ever looking for a bit of inspiration and would like to find out more about a destination, then have a look at our website. All of the information is there. And then just to whet your appetites a little bit, I just want to give you an idea of some of the things that are available and out there at the moment, and some of the things that we've done fairly recently. So this was an event at a wonderful temple in Turkey, organized by one of our members. Very, very impressive. This is what you're after, that insider access to be able to get into venues and destinations like this. They've also done something very recently where they put a table in the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul. Very impressive. I'll show you a picture of that in a minute. These are some actors and some animations that we had at an event in Lisbon, in Portugal. You can just see the quality of the kind of eventing and the things that some of our members do. This was an event that happened in Jordan, where one of our members set up a grand piano in the middle of the desert. And as people arrived, they were handed a glass of champagne. So very cool and very different, something a little bit authentic. But it's not all about gala dinners and impressive events. It's also about authentic experiences, which a lot of people are looking for and asking at the moment. And this is something that Rajiv and his team at Creative Travel in India just did recently in Ladakh in India. This is a former Himalayan sort of kingdom. And what you see here is clients who had asked for a totally authentic and unique experience. So Rajiv and his team worked very hard on taking the group up to, 11,500 feet above sea level. And they actually got to walk on a frozen river. So totally unique, never been done before. Really, really mind-blowing incentive activity that has never been done before. And that's the kind of quality and the kind of things that we do in Euromic, and the quality of our members, I would say. One of the other things that we're proud of in Euromic as well is our academy. So every year we have a academy, which is an educational process. So what we do is we bring together all of our members at a project manager level. So the people who are actually at the coalface, the people who do it, writing the proposals and doing the work, and we bring them together from across the world, and we spend 3 days in education, sharing best practice, updating on them on the latest trends. So this is the people who are actually doing the work in a DMC and sharing the knowledge and getting ideas and getting inspiration from each other. And we're training and equipping the next generation as we go on. But this is also something that, you know, makes us unique and makes us different from any of the representation companies or franchises out there. This is the value of being part of an association. We have a business development team as well. So depending on where in the world you're watching this, you can contact any of our business development team who will connect you with the right DMC and will point you in the right direction. All of their details are available on the website and the email addresses. And just by the by, all of our email addresses are really, really easy to remember. So if you think of a country, just put @Euromic.com at the end of it, and that email will get there. So if you're interested in Turkey, @Euromic.com, or Netherlands @Euromic.com, or Colombia @Euromic.com, just remember the country name @Euromic.com, and the email will get there. Happy to contact us through head office as well. That's what we're here for. We're at all the major trade shows. So we'll be at IBTM in Frankfurt and Las Vegas. We'll also be at the meeting show in Singapore in 2 weeks' time as well. So if you would like to meet us, we'll be at those shows. And finally, I see we have a couple of minutes left. So I just wanted to show you something a little bit quirky, just to give you an idea of Euromic and what we're about. And we had an event. This was done by Baltic Travel Group, our member in the Baltics. And they did an interactive predicted dinner on the table. And of course, within Euromic, we also have our own WhatsApp group. So what this did is that it spurred the competition. So all of our members, suddenly I was inundated with all kinds of photos of impressive tables that our members put together. So I've just put together just a short little video just to give you something and a taste and a spice of how our members all try and compete and outdo each other.
Hugh, that was amazing. Oh my God. I was trying to take notes on all the awesome things to comment on, but there's just too much. Wow. And when you were going through the list of names of who are your members, you were just listing off like the all-stars of the mice industry. It's like completely the leading people in this industry. It's amazing. Wow.
Yeah, we're very proud of our members. And I think, you know, a lot of people say to me, well, why should you use a Euromic member and what makes the difference of a Euromic? I think it's, you know, more than the criteria. Obviously, we do our due diligence on it, but it's very much about the profile of the DMC that we're looking for. I mean, one of our requirements is that it's a member-owned business. You know, so when you're speaking to people at trade shows or when you're working on large projects, or, you know, there's heavy involvement from the owners and the managers of these businesses. So they have skin in the game. And I think that also makes a big difference in the type of, you know, sort of DMCs that are in there. They're not faceless entities. You're actually speaking to people who are well established in this industry.
Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, we don't really have time for questions, but I did want to know, if somebody wanted to work with you guys, should they go directly to the DMC or to you, or it doesn't really matter?
Well, that's the beauty. Because we are an association and we're a non-profit and there's no commercial agreements, we do not want to put another link in the chain. So we don't want to complicate things for anybody. You're more than welcome to contact the DMCs direct and deal with them directly. However, we are here to facilitate and help as well. So if you're looking for ideas, or you want to be pointed in the right direction, or you need some information on something, me and the team are here to help you in any way we can.
Okay. And what about a DMC who might want to join Euromic? I guess they'll just reach out to you. And
I'm most probably the first point of call. Yeah, if there's anybody out there who's interested in joining the network, we are still looking for some members. We have some areas that we would like to get members in. Yeah, reach out to me and I can send you a prospectus and we can take it from there.
Cool. Yeah, I mean, that's all we have time for, but that was incredible. Like, thank you so much. And thank you to everybody who was on commenting and watching.
Fantastic. Thanks, Natalie. Appreciate it.
Have a great day, everybody. Thanks you. Bye.
Bye.